And we are rolling on part 2 of our speeches on August 3rd, 2017, where we're hearing persuasive speeches. And there are no princesses outside. And Lauren's going to persuade us now.
Hi, my name is Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
So, if somebody asked me what would be the one thing I would take for a food source if I was stranded on an island, I would probably say coffee. And this is because I have a very, very bad addiction to coffee. So, why do I have such a bad addiction to coffee, and why do most of America as well? It's because we simply do not get enough sleep. Today with you, I'm going to share 2 reasons why we should get more sleep, and 3 actions you can take in order to get more sleep. When people say, I need my beauty sleep, it's not simply just for beauty, it's also because it does so much more than make you feel better and give you more energy. It also is able to repair your brain functions, make your memory better, and relieve stress. So here we go. First of all, according to Russell Crowe, it is better to get more sleep because while you're sleeping, cells throughout the day get torn apart. So when you're sleeping, there's certain genes in your body that awaken and start to repair the cells. Now these cells are also responsible for making your memory better. And this is very important because everybody is going to that test with no sleep and realize they forgot everything that happened the day before. So sometimes it's just better to get more sleep and study less, because then when you sleep, you'll remember it better. And that's a very important lesson, especially for college students to learn. Secondly, another reason why we should sleep more is because when you don't sleep enough, it is proven that you are more stressed out and you can't focus as well. This is according to Jeff Ucla, and I agree with this because I find myself very stressed and high end when I do not receive enough sleep. So when you receive enough sleep, you just tend to feel better, and you can go into things more relaxed and also get better grades. This is very important for especially college-age students and high school students. So here's 3 reasons, or 3 ways that you could improve your sleep. First of all, something that is very bad for your sleeping is looking at bright screens or bright lights right before you go to bed. So 30 minutes before you go to sleep, just try to shut everything off, because then you'll get better sleep and you'll be able to fall asleep easier, and then you'll be more awake in the morning. Another way you can get better sleep is if you
have a caffeine curfew.
Okay. Yes. If you reduce the amount of coffee you drink just to the 1 in the morning and try to skip your afternoon Starbucks run, your brain will also be not high on caffeine and you'll be able to fall asleep easier in the night. So instead, try switching to an herbal tea or decaf tea, because some herbal teas such as lavender actually improve sleep as well. A third way you get better sleep is try doing like yoga or meditation. Personally, I feel sometimes I can't stop my brain from running on and on and on right before I go to bed. So I realized if I just take a moment, take a deep breath, and do some stimulated meditation, it makes me feel better and I get better sleep. So today, and when you perform these actions, you will be less stressed when you wake up, your memory will improve, and you'll have more energy altogether. Now today with you, I shared 2 reasons why you should get more sleep and 3 actions you can take in order to improve your sleep habits. There should be no doubt in this room that sleep is necessary, especially for college-age students, to perform your best and to be less stressed. So even though I still am going to have my coffee every morning, I don't want it to be that one thing that I'm dependent on in life. I believe that coffee is a good thing, but so is sleep. So just remember to sleep. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, Lauren, thank you again for volunteering and going first. You chose a topic that's very important. I think that people, especially young people in college, have the belief that they don't need to sleep as much as the elders say like 7 or 8 hours. They think 4 or 5 will do. And it won't do. The studies suggest the opposite. So you started off with being on an island, and you said the one thing you would take is coffee. Yeah, me too. And you asked some rhetorical questions. Why are we so dependent on coffee? And I thought that was a tricky and a good intro. Your thesis preview was well done, and your significant statement was fine. You quoted two people from different TED Talks who talked about coffee and gave the research about what happens in the brain when we sleep, and when we don't sleep enough, certain things don't happen. So I thought your first reason was very compelling. The research, I wish you had. What was the time on this?
That was 3:30.
3:30. Yeah, you left off with I feel strongly about this. But I guess it was time. Yeah. On the sleep deprivation, people can be stressed and that sort of thing. And you gave a personal story when you overthink and you do some breathing or meditation to get yourself calmed down. That was good. So, actions you take. Turning off the lights 30 minutes before bedtime. I'm back. Stop watching TV. You know, they sell. Computers are particularly bad. Computers are particularly bad. They generate a particular chemical in your brain that wakes you up. And Amazon sells these glasses, I don't know if you've seen them, that you can wear in the evening. People wear them so that they can still be on their computer and watch a little TV and not get the harmful effects of waking themselves up from these rays. So it's something to think about. Your second thing of taking a caffeine curfew at 5 or 4 in the afternoon and cutting it off so your body has time to get it out of your system so you can sleep at night. And use herbal tea, lavender you mentioned, decaf, etc. was good. Meditation, deep sleep, deep breaths. These were all positive things that people can do that work. So I thought you gave your audience specific things that will help them sleep better. On your how you feel since you've performed these actions and how they will feel, I thought you made a strong case for their better memory, clear minds, less stress, better immune system, less illness. Who doesn't want that? Right? Yeah. Summary, conclusion, tie back are all fine. Your canais talk slower and only walk 3 times. Do not stumble in the middle of a sentence or lose your train of thought. Don't show that you are nervous. How did it go, Lauren?
Well, I only walked 3 times. I ended in the center, which I haven't done yet, so that's good.
Yeah.
I forgot that one, my second thing, but besides that, I felt like I did better, talking smoother, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think I showed I was nervous before, but I tried to keep it pretty collected during, so I feel like I did pretty good at that.
You did well. I think that what saved you was this topic. I just think that a little more passion and a little more urgency to tell people that this is not, oh yeah, maybe I'll try to get some sleep, try to get a little more sleep someday. No, they really need to start now trying to get more sleep. It's really serious. It affects everything, their brain, their weight, their disposition, their driving, their everything. So, it's just, there's a book by Ariana Huffington, I don't know if you stumbled upon it. And she lays out many of the principles that you talked about here. You know who she is, the Huffington Post lady. Yeah. Okay, good job, Lauren, and thank you for going first. Now that Lauren has broken the ice, who else wants to give their persuasive speech a try? What do you have to lose?
Me?
Sure, me, yeah, me. I'd love to see that hat off your head again. Thank you. And no steepling.
Do you want me to present now?
That would be yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Who's this speaking to go on? Is that the 230 people that want the room? Yeah. Let me get your focus there, David. Just right there. What is your name? What's your last name?
Nosy.
Nosy?
No.
Nosy K. With an N?
Nosik.
There, yeah. Well, you've done everything, so I thought you were one of the stragglers. Ready to do your persuasive speech? Yeah, let's hear it. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, let's have someone else get the courage to come up to the chair. Let them invite them in. Have them come in, yeah. Hi. Okay, David stands before us. No names, all game on revile. He stands before us looking around the room, making sure no one's on their phone or reading or on their computer. He says to himself, I respect my audience. Finding friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name, feel the love, start your speech.
Hi, I'm David.
Hi, David.
So to start off, here are 3 words that will probably come to your head when you hear the words heavy metal. Screaming, anger, death. Am I right? Most likely, yeah. So today I'm here to persuade you to listen to heavy metal. I'm most likely the only one in this room who does. And I really listen to it because I don't hear the shredding guitars like you probably do, or the screaming vocals that may be in there, or the pounding drums, but I hear it for the stories that they tell. I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why you should listen to them, and 3 actions you should listen to heavy metal, and 3 actions you should take, and that will basically have you like heavy metal by the time you finish them. So first, really, the first thing that I did was, it really changed my life when I started listening to heavy metal. Because I started to hear what they were saying. Like, it may talk about death and murder, like sometimes, but when you look into the lyrics, there's always a background. Like, it may be from a girl that was honestly mistreated. Everyone just thinks these vocalists and these musicians are just angry, but they're really just people trying to tell a story in different ways from others. Like, I realized today, after I stopped listening to it, rap isn't rap anymore. Like, people claim that they can't hear the growling vocals, which honestly sometimes I can't even. But in rap nowadays, it's all just mumbling. It's not real music. Like, there's no passion involved. It's just making, like, syllables to a beat. And then the second thing was... What was the second thing again? I'm sorry. I was really prepared to go.
Meaning behind the music.
Yeah. So going back to the meaning behind music, if you can really invest yourself, like a lot of the lyrics in the songs are telling a story, are very moving. Like, although for example, Metallica's second album, Ride the Lightning, had a self-titled song, Ride the Lightning. It's not about just like a guy in the electric chair. It's about a guy who wasn't supposed to be there. He was there wrongfully. And you can actually hear the progression of the entire story up until the guitar solo, where the electric chair goes on. And just like the fact that they're able to produce that with music and with their own ideas is just so like invigorating. Like, it just makes me feel rejuvenated and renewed when I hear like new music. Now, there are 3 actions that I want you to take when trying to listen to heavy metal. First, actually listen to it. Because I know people who I'll literally have this encounter with. Here, listen to this. 5 seconds later, I don't like it. Actually invest yourself in trying to listen to the music. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I'll just...
Discover the meaning of the lyrics.
Yes, so if you can really invest yourself again and look into the lyrics and what they're saying, maybe it's connecting to you. Like, there are a lot of songs with, like, telling you, like, there's someone out there. Like, always be willing to talk to someone. With, like, suicide prevention. There's songs all about that. With, at the end of music videos, they actually have links to, like, help. I'm sorry, what's the third one?
Play it loud.
Play it loud. Metal's best when you hear it loud. I'll tell you that now. So, in conclusion, those were the 2 steps that I took to loving heavy metal, and the 3 actions I hope you take that will make you love heavy metal also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David. You started with an intro of screaming anger and death, almost very vivid words that are sort of negative, and you associated them with heavy metal. And you said this is what people usually think of when they think of heavy metal. So I suppose in that way you got our attention, short of either screaming a lyric or doing something like that. Probably the most effective way to do it. On your thesis preview, you said you're going to give us 2 reasons, actions and benefits. So we'll see if you did that. Your 6th statement you skipped. Remember to have all the parts in the prom. Your first main reason was you said you felt renewed, and you talked about rap has gone downhill, and it's just, in your words, mumbling, but this heavy metal is a good alternative to rap. I think here an example or 2 from a group will clinch your case. The second reason you said is look for the meaning. Listen is the meaning behind the music. And here you talk about the electric chair story of somebody wrongfully electrocuted, and you felt this was told creatively with this heavy metal approach, and that apparently excited you, right? Yeah. On the concrete actions, you said truly listen to the music, whatever that means. Look to the meaning, yes, and play it loud. Plug it in. Yeah. And you skip that. When you perform these actions, you'll feel good. You'll feel the power of heavy metal. So where you really broke down, you'll see it tonight when you watch the video on YouTube. You're much better with your hands, but we lost out on our summary, our conclusion, and our tie back. We didn't get, so I've given you 2 reasons, actions, and the benefits that are going to come to you if you will play this heavy metal music, and therefore you should just try it, and then you can really tie back to the introduction of screaming, anger, and death, which is what we needed to do. But you did sort of volunteer to do it today, so I'll be generous with the points you got. Thank you. Yeah, we're dropping like flies. Excellent.
I wrote that this morning.
Okay, well, hey, well, doesn't matter when you wrote it. Just as long as you wrote it. Okay. That way a step, Angela, that way. No, not. Well, half step that way. This way. This way, right up there.
Okay.
The rope hanging down. Yeah, you see it. Okay, good. Okay. Angelo stands before you looking around. He's talking. He's making sure all the phones are away. No one's reading. All eyeballs are on you. Saying friendly eyes near the front of the center. Real love. Start your speech.
I am Angelo.
Hi, Angelo.
When someone we know has the cold, we give them blankets, we make them chicken soup, and we just treat them really, really kindly. The same isn't true for people with depression, unfortunately. And in a lot of ways, it draws a lot of similarities to people with the common cold. Because it's extremely prevalent. So many people have it. Over half of people in college have experienced it at some point in their lives. And out of those half, 9% of those have attempted suicide. Not attempted suicide, have thought about committing suicide. And this is a pretty small room, but that already makes at least one of us, and I'm a living example of that. And what's next?
Today I want to persuade you.
Okay, and so today I want to persuade you why you should treat people with depression with kindness and compassion, and why we shouldn't shun them in our society. I'll be sharing with you 2 reasons why you should be doing this, and some concrete actions that you can be taking to achieve this. And then
benefits that will follow. Benefits that will follow if you
the benefits that could follow are mostly that you'll be fostering a healthy environment where we can be all, more comfortable sharing our problems, and hopefully you'll save a life or something. So anyways, the first reason why I think you should be committed to this is because a lot of people aren't seeking the help that they need, even though it's there.